this is Kal Kat, the Kal Katster, and this is a, yeah, I'm gonna do, when the thing is done compiling, I'm going to do a play-by-play of about 18 minutes of the actual toy, Super Toy Show and Fair this March 3rd at the Santa Clara County Fairgrounds. For now, I will tell you about the stuff that isn't on it. Most of Jimticon is not on it. Almost all of Jimticon is not on it. In a sense, he directed it. So here we have Fall of Cybertron, Decepticons, Rumble and Ravage. Just playing with this on the bus. It's very difficult to transform. There's Ravage, and Rumble is a little cassette that comes out. Or cassettes. Yeah, this isn't really a toy review or anything. And they transform into a little guy. Yeah, so. Anyway, so, yeah, this is the thing I got at the toy show. It actually was falling apart. So this toy, when I got it, was, I picked it up, and it fell apart. And went around to the guy and said, like, this fell apart, but the box came apart. How much is it? I'll take it. He's all like, and the guy is all like, oh, okay, $5. Anyway, so $5. Oh, yeah. I'll go into the toy show stuff that happened at the toy show. I'll go into the other stuff earlier. I got on the light rail from the Great Mall, and the light rail train was having some out-of-service delay thing on First Street, which prevented me from going any further up First Street after Bayfair and like Flores or something. So I was on First Street. I called an Uber. Uber took me to the county fairgrounds. I was a little late. I arrived at probably about 10. But it was still early bird, so for about an hour or so, maybe less than an hour. Walked around and I did all of the production shots, which you'll see on the tape. We'll go into that later. Only one person didn't want to have their stuff filmed. They didn't want that. No, everyone else, sure, go for it. So yeah, there was a cat show, allegedly, that was going on, but it wasn't a cat show, as the lady complains about in the video. We didn't get footage of her complaining, but we got footage of the response at the very end. That it's just cat toys and collars and stuff. It's, stupid. She like walked out. She was there with her daughters. Anyway, so we didn't go to the cat show because that would be funny and meta if that was the case, but we didn't go in there. So you'll go into the other stuff that was going on there. This is just a recap of stuff you aren't going to see on the slideshow. Go to that. Jimticon, Jim Buchan, the co-star of Starcrackers, Sphere of Influence. He was in that. He was what else was he? Well, On Location Journals, of course, Pine Hill. That's what he's known for. Or fan films, what he's known on the internet for, being the guy who strangles the teddy bear. What is he known for? Yes. And goes, what I am is what I am, and why? That guy has been to the toy shows off and on since his move back from Santa Cruz. He wants to go back to Santa Cruz. But since his move back from Santa Cruz for the last 2 years, we've only actually gone to like 2 of these things. So even though he's been back, he hasn't been on the show for a while. So 2.5 years. But yeah, so we wanted to get him to be on the show this time around. But he did not want to be on film either, so we don't have really any footage of that. So basically, he saw Predaking, which is a Transformer toy. I also saw the same toy. They had 2 or 3 of them, and they had some of the ones in the box that were originals, and they had, of course, the 2 reissues from 2010 and later. Uh, yeah, which are fine. They're reissues. They're just like the original. If you don't want to spend how much of oodles of money that it is to get even a single Predacon toy to go in the collection, get the 2010 version because it is actually easier to come by. And it only cost you $230 or so. But he didn't want that version. He wanted the original version. So, annoyed by that, he left the show. Yeah. So, but apparently he had a hot dog and a Coke. This is weird because I was like all over the early bird part of the show, and you'll see on the thing. I was over the early bird part of the show, and not saying he wasn't there. He was. You can. I looked at the dailies, and I could see in the very background. It could be him way off in the distance. I just really didn't want to be on film. But there's yeah. So it was cool, and there was early bird people were probably about 300 in there, but then hundreds more came after that. Maybe about a turnout of 500, 600 toward the end there. Probably no more than that. This is Saturday, though. It's different from Sunday. Yeah. Afterward, we went to the mall, the Eastridge, and discovered that we had the burgers. The Red Robin Burger story. We did that. We discovered that the bookstore is gone. Barnes & Noble is gone, meaning all large chain bookstores are now kaput, which means that the smaller ones, of which the large chains ate up in the late 80s and early 90s, will be smaller ones can come back because the big super book distributors are gone. They couldn't make it. So yeah, the era of that kind of book, or online book, or self-publishing book, or whatever, is actually mixed in with the current. Anyway, so yeah, there was some odd Pine Hill discussions, talking about the difference between death metal and metal. Apparently, heavy metal is like Ozzy Osbourne and stuff like that, and the classics, Led Zeppelin. Death metal is metal, but with like death, suicide, and darkness, and demons and things. Curious that Jim's family were Mormon descent, and I would be listening to stuff like that. But oh well. But yeah, it's just curious that they would do that. There was a Toys R Us in the mall that had a Grimlock, and we didn't get it there. But on my way home, I happened to stop at the Great Mall, and I couldn't pass him up. So the Great Mall one was a little cheaper than the one in Eastridge. A little cheaper enough that I said, all right, Grimlock. Grimlock. Me Grimlock destroy. Grimlock. All right. Grimlock. Not going to open them yet, though. I want to get all the Dinobot reissues first. They're fairly good. They look decent as reissues. Go. Grimlock. Yeah, I have Swoop and Slag. Slag Slug. Because I want to call him Slog, but he's Slag. So Slag, the one with the horns, Triceratops, and Grimlock, and Swoop. And we were discussing the Predakings, because Predaking came up in the bus, and how, like, the original one you're not going to find. If they tell you that they've got a gift set of Predaking, that's not the original. That's going to be the Takara re-release from either 2010 or earlier in 2008. Which I think will be more. Yeah, so you can get the re-release, and had I had enough money to spend, and I didn't, had I had enough money to blow, had I had 200 and something to blow, I would have bought that Predaking, because really that was a good deal. But I didn't. I would have said, you know what, I'm going to get him. but I want to pay for Comic-Con Silicon Valley in, I think, a month and a half, less than a month, and I want to pay for Fanime later on. So, yeah, I can't go buying a $240 toy at a toy shop. I buy like a $30 one. Grimlock. Me, Grimlock. Let me get back a box. Grimlock. Grimlock. How would the legendary Dinobot leader wield the power of the Prime? Convert. Okay. Look at my other reviews of... Again, in my other reviews of Transformer toys, this is like a... not a very exciting back box cover. It shows you how to make, I guess, Volcanicus. And you know they're going to re-release them in green because they have to make Dino Kaiser. They're going to have to make Dino Kaiser. So, you know, that's the, yeah, if you want to go real old school, that's the Japanese Transformer, from Transformers Victory with Starsaber. Dino Kaiser is the Decepticon Gestalt Dinosaur Transformer. So if they do that, that would actually also be cool to have. Because then they could fight Volcanicus. And you just know the Hasbro people are making a Predaking. That's going to be a current one. They're releasing the Terracons too in the Power of the Primes line. So if you want to get your Terracons, go for it. I can release all of that stuff. They're coming out with those. Also, yeah, the Marvel shirts aren't out yet, but you have to go to some specialty stores to have them for the new Infinity War. For some reason, Jim doesn't want to see Jimticon. Doesn't want to see Black Panther, even though it's a good movie. But it's odd. It's yeah. Just want to see it. Maybe he's heard a lot of fake news about it. Yeah. No, there's fake news. Really, fake news. Oh. Yarch. Transformers. And I recently saw the video by MGO on the Predaking reissue from 2010. I wish he said that is a really good version of it. Yeah, if you can't afford the probably $600 one, that's the original G1, get that one. What I did to get my Predaking was I got him in pieces on eBay many years ago, probably around 2009, 2010, before they released that reissue. I got original G1 Predacons, each one from eBay sellers that were selling each one individually. I think that one of them is a reissue. I think Dive Bomb is a reissue, but that's all right. I just wanted a Predaking. So anyway, so there's my review of everything around the toy show, not in the toy show, around it. Yeah. There wasn't anything else freaky going on. Not really. Jimticon still doesn't like a Matt Cantrell, Tim's brother from decades ago. He was asking about people from Pine Hill, like Tanya and Shannon. So I haven't seen them in decades. But Lee is that particular person, Tanya, I haven't seen her since 1990. I was saying. And I never met Shannon, so that Shannon, the one he met. There was another character that we both met later on, but you would know who that is. Santa Kistler, but yeah. And Angie is up in Oregon. I told him about that, and that Chuck McCain is still alive, and Steve Clark is still around somewhere, probably up north. Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it. He wants to move back to SoCal, but he's been saying that for over a year, so probably not gonna happen. His mother is old too, so he probably needs to stick around. I asked him about his sister, and he really didn't want to talk about her. He said, "Oh, what was his exact words? Oh, it was something harsh, but yes, apparently. But death metal. Yeah, and then there's pop and stuff, and we discussed pop songs and stuff. I don't think he really cares for the Beatles, but he really does not like One Direction. So couldn't believe that I went to the One Direction movie. I didn't really care for them either. I just wanted to see it. I just like to see a train wreck sometimes. And that movie definitely was one. You know, that movie was bad. I think we reviewed it on the Kal Kat Reviews channel. And commented that during the movie, you could totally tell they completely faked all their music. And they were like staging everything. Everything was staged. Everything. And like when they were doing the even playing instruments, they were like not playing instruments. And there was a guy in the theater that says, "He's not playing that guitar, is he?" He's like, "Nope." He's not playing a single chord. He's just faking it. Yep. Because he doesn't know how to play. Great. Now the thing is that I don't know how to play a guitar well either. But the difference is, I'm not a multi-million-dollar celebrity that's on it, that's supposed to be a singer and composer and musician and everything. I'm not all over the internet. I'm not like those guys. So like, learn how to play something. Come on. No, they were manufactured by X Factor in a lab. No. Just as well when Liam quit. What was the point? Anyways, so yeah, they're not going to be the next Beatles, but that's another tangent. Anyway, so yeah, Transformers. Oh yes, Jimticon was wearing a blue blazer, as you can see him in some of the footage. There was when we were at the bus stop waiting for the bus, a guy came up to me, and then several other people. "See, you got any doobie? You got any pot? Got any weed? Any weed, man?" I was like, "No." And he's all, "Yes, the other guy's got any weed, man." And Jim was across the way, and he's all like, What was that guy doing?" He's all like, "You don't want to know." You don't want to know what that guy just asked. What it is I don't have any. Yeah. Oh. And he overheard that. He's like, Where? And he's like, he's looking for. Oh. Stupid. We don't have any pot. What? And if he was a narc, that's a really dumb thing to say. They also commented on the sag pants people that used to exist in the 90s. They're still around a little bit. I saw one of them at the other mall, at the Great Mall today, so they're still around. But that guy that I saw was like 30, and he was doing the sag pants thing, like when he was still a kid. So he was like reliving his past. He looked to be about 30. But yeah, sure, why not? Sure. Yeah, so the toy show recap. The toy show was fine. There's one in June, but I don't think we're going to make that one. Unless circumstances allow yet again an appearance at the toy show. Maybe next December? Maybe September. I guess there's an August one. Maybe in August. But yeah. The next big event will be Next big event will be San Jose Comic-Con, Silicon Valley, which Stan Lee will be there. I don't know if I seriously doubt the Kal Kat show will get any kind of audience with Stan Lee, the purveyor of Marvel Comics. I doubt that, but he will be there. Not on our show, but he will be there. Yeah, usually the actors don't want you running up to them. I guess there were 2 actors at this toy show, including Barry from not Barry Allen. Barry, what's his name, from Brady Bunch was there. And Jim's all, well, it wasn't Marcia, so I didn't want to wait in line. Of course, the lady that played Marcia is now 70 or so, if she's still around. No, yeah, she could be. Not even be 80 at this point. It was sort of like when Tim met the lady that played Catwoman at the toy show that we went to. She was like late 60s, early 70s. No, she passed away since then, but yeah. But the lady that played Catwoman, she wasn't that old really. And the lady that played on Laverne and Shirley, that was Shirley. I met her. I think she's still around at the toy show. And of course, last year was Ernie Reyes Jr., which we encountered twice. I encountered twice. Yep. Ernie Reyes Jr. Jim wasn't there for that one, so it was me. I encountered him. And then one other dude, and he was an extra on Surf Ninjas, and the school that I used to train at was an extra on Three Ninjas, so I wasn't an extra technically, but I was there when they put that together back in the 90s, or late 80s, early 90s. That was interesting. Early 90s, yeah. But yeah, I don't have an IMDb thing saying that because like I wasn't actually in the movie. They said, "Hey, sit over there and don't say anything. Don't make a scene or cut it out." But anyway, so yeah, this one didn't have anything like that. There was even a contest raffle, didn't win. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for this. This is just a behind the scenes stuff related to the thing. Oh yeah, there was a curiosity. I will mention the Red Robin again. There always seems to be a curiosity with Jimticon. Large crowds annoy him, but he goes to toy shows. Also, suggestions of being embarrassed embarrass him. I don't get embarrassed, but very often. But he was embarrassed. He did not want to go and sit in the bar at the Red Robin, even though he sat at the bar at the Red Robin to eat food there, not to drink. The last two times we went there, in 2016 and 2017. No, I don't want to go into the bar. I don't want to sit in the bar. I don't like bars. And back in 2016, there was 2 Jimticon visits, one of which wasn't filmed, in which 2015 I think it was in that one. No, 2016, and we went into the bar in the Red Robin in the Great Mall. So I don't know why he's suddenly against going in the bar. Is he afraid that people are going to offer him a drink? And then I ordered an Arnold Palmer, of course, and he was like, "Oh," he almost said, "It's not a drink, Jim. It's not alcohol." He doesn't have an alcohol problem, so I don't know what he's tripping about. Yeah, Arnold Palmer is not to be confused with the Tiger Woods. And Arnold Palmer, it doesn't have alcohol. It's just tea and lemonade. Now, if you change it to if you change the tea with rum, then it's something else. Yeah, but I'm not going to do that. And then there's the year at the Baycon when I had a mojito. Didn't know it. Ooh, I wanted the alcohol version of the mint julep drink thing that they had. Apparently, in order to do that, you had to put white rum in it, and then it becomes a mojito. So it was good, and it made me silly. You can watch that footage if you want. You can go on my channel and watch the 2011 Baycon, and near the end, you will see me blitzed as I record the table like it's the Starship Enterprise saucer. It's a little bit blitzed. Now, the light rail was right next to the place, so sobered up, got on the train. But no, I don't really drink. Never get stoned. He kept mentioning the stoners a lot, too, and he never gets stoned. Neither of us do. Anyway, so, yeah, I guess, whatever. Anyway, so Mr. Pot Guy at the stop. It's probably annoying to him. Mr. Pot Guy, I have any weed? See, I realize it's legal now, but just walk up to somebody at a bus stop. He's that desperate. Like, dude, the guy at the bus stop is like, dude, just go to a head shop and get some. I jokingly said to the guy next to me, "You know what? We had some earlier. We smoked it all. It's gone." Just kidding.
And I said immediately, just kidding. I didn't really. Because now, yeah, you don't look like a star. No. No, we're not. You look kind of like one of those Gnark guys. Oh no. It's like, no. This doesn't really think I'm a Gnark. That's ridiculous. Like those guys. I don't hang out with Narcs. Anyway, so there's my toy show behind the scenes